Welcome back to the channel. This is Honest Adonis 2. Quick video just here to give you more proof that they're paying attention to what we're saying. Definitely to what I'm saying. The channel is making waves, which I wasn't trying to do. I'm just trying to entertain. But recently I happened to see this clip on House of Highlights. I scrolled down their page and this whole interview came out maybe about 20 hours ago, a day or two ago. I don't know when they recorded it, but they just uploaded it to their page.
This question is saying, who was the hardest player to guard?
LeBron. I mean, we saw him for four straight finals, and I haven't seen anyone control the game as well as he does. He can do everything on the court. He has no weaknesses. Because even early on in his career, like when he went to his first finals, his first couple finals, his jump shot was a little shaky. By the time we saw him, man, that his jumper on the left wing was automatic, you know. So he was the toughest opponent I ever faced, no question.
Yeah, so you have Klay Thompson talking to some dude, because I don't know these dudes. I don't be following these dudes. Asking, who's the toughest competition? Klay says, definitely LeBron. Now, I said, and many of us have said, these dudes never say LeBron is their toughest competition. 30, 40 years later, these dudes are talking about Jordan, how he's their toughest competition, toughest to guard, this and this and this and that. I actually said in one of my videos, now keep in mind, I only started posting videos regularly on this channel maybe last month. It's been a full 30 days at this point, maybe. Over the past 30 days, I don't know which video it is. You leave it in the comments and tell me. And shout out to the people who have agreed with my takes and said stuff like, I've been saying this for the past 20 years. I've been saying this for a long time. I've been saying this for the past 15 years. Shout out to you, gentlemen. No doubt. Great minds think alike is what I will say to that. But I said, now that I've said nobody is talking about, yo, LeBron was so tough to guard, they're going to start saying more and more, oh yeah, LeBron was so tough to guard. And here goes Klay Thompson. I mean, first of all, Klay Thompson, you've only made one all-defensive team in your career. That's all-defensive second team. So that means there was somebody better than you at your position in defense in the entire NBA. Some people will say, yeah, but he's the second best. You only made it one time. That was in 2018-19 season. You weren't even playing LeBron. That's just to add the context. I'm not saying you weren't never guarding LeBron. I'm saying you're not even a good defender to start off with. Had you have been, you would have made the all-defensive team. And if somebody says all-defensive teams don't matter, then that means LeBron's 6 all-defensive teams don't matter either. Oh, no, see? But they do. Either that's your bias, or you're saying all defensive teams matters and the pecking order matters. If you're on the first team, second team, or you're not on it at all. It's like you can't win, LeBron James fan. The reason you can't win because you've been feminized. Moreover, you were guarding Kawhi Leonard when you tore your left ACL. So that's kind of something I think we got to put into there. You didn't tear anything guarding LeBron, but you did guarding Kawhi in 2019. And LeBron couldn't do anything with Kawhi. There's plenty of tape out there that shows Kawhi Leonard coming in the game and LeBron sucking his teeth and being like, damn. I mean, these are just casual observations, and I love when dudes say, you's a casual. I agree with them. Yes, that means this basketball thing is a hobby to me. I got a wife, children, mortgages, car notes. I'm not paying attention to basketball like this is leisurely time for me. All you do is talk about basketball and stats, and you don't got $1 to show for that? That's called being a loser. I'll be a casual. The opposite of that is a professional. You're a professional loser.
That's why your wife left you.
Bro. But anyway, I just thought it was interesting that all of a sudden now these guys are coming out and saying, oh, LeBron is the toughest to guard. Like, which part of his game is tough to guard? There's no nuance to that. It sounds like he's reading his response off of a teleprompter. He's got no weaknesses. His jump shot is a weakness. The NBA had to add traveling to that's what the gather is. It's a travel. If you got to take more than 2 steps, it's a travel. That's a part of the game now. They had to open the lane for LeBron. That's a weakness. And the Spurs were able to exploit that weakness. He can't do nothing outside of 3 feet from the rim. So clog up the middle and make him shoot that weak-ass jump shot. Freedom of movement. You can't even touch the player now. You can't swipe at the ball. Gotta leave your hand straight up in the air like you under arrest. These are things that were put in place for LeBron's game. Nobody else in the NBA needed that. period. You can argue with it and all that stuff, but I mean, the first rule they changed for LeBron, which is a weakness, is let's take out hand checking. And when they silently added hand checking back, the first time I really paid attention to it was when Anthony Edwards was guarding LeBron. They got knocked out of the first round. So in all fairness, if Klay says LeBron is the toughest defensive assignment he ever had, I believe you, because Klay, you're not even a great defender in the first place. You made one defensive second team ever in your career in 2018-19, and you tore your left ACL guarding Kawhi Leonard. In fact, that was LeBron fans' excuse as to why you guys lost, because Klay ruined his ACL and all this type of stuff, and then KD was injured and all of this stuff. And injuries is always important, but Michael Jordan being injured on the Wizards never matters. This is why I don't really pay attention when these dudes talk about injuries, because it's another page out of the Bron sexual excuse book. And grown men, we never have an excuse. Well, why am I giving my sports stars an excuse? For example, if you can't hit threes, go work on them.
See, this is why you can't listen to these kids on the internet that try to tell you that Michael Jordan couldn't shoot threes, bruh. This man set a whole record for threes made in the NBA Finals in one half of an NBA Finals game. But they will lie to you and say Jordan couldn't hit a three to save his life. Like, that's what they say, quotations, that's what they say verbatim. They say he couldn't shoot a three to save his life. But what is this then, bro? Now watch how they move the goalposts. You should already know that Jordan is a good shooter based on his form. Look how perfect his form is. You know, he talked about how he worked on his form to get his form perfect. His mid-range is so on point. He has real soft touch with the turnarounds and the double clutch hang time jumpers. So why wouldn't his touch be good from the three-point line? Y'all gotta use y'all common sense. And this is contested as well. He all up in his grill. They'll try to throw out lies that, you know, he can only shoot when they move the line closer. Because this happened when the NBA three-point line was at a normal distance. This before they made it closer. Like, it's no excuse, bro, but they always moving the goalposts, bro. It's just sad, man. You know, then even after this season right here, because this is the finals, when the next season started, bro, the next season, he shot 35% from the three. This man Jordan was a good three-point shooter.
This is one of the biggest misconceptions I hear from LeBron fans. One of the biggest. There's so many out of their Bron Sexuals Encyclopedia of Excuses book that sometimes it's easy to lose track. But when they say Jordan wouldn't be able to do this if he played today, Jordan is competing with himself. If he can't do it, he's going to go work on it. We saw that. I don't care what you do in your day. Like, most of you dudes are in high school and you can't even read. Hold on, let's watch this right fast.
This teacher here apparently is breaking down crying because his black students can't read. So let me check this out.
These kids are leaving high school and going to college, and they couldn't fill in 4 words. 4 words. I literally broke down in the middle of class. This is only day 2. And I have seniors who simply cannot read, and seniors who cannot write. They can reason, they have the ability to defend their reasoning if it's talking to their homeboy, but applying that to a written text, 2 paragraphs, and they couldn't do it. Our young black men, our young brown men, our young black girls, and our young brown girls.
Wow.
These are folks in real time complaining. The school just started back. This is August 14th, 2026. Teachers already complaining that these kids, this is high school. You can't read. You can articulate yourself because that's your emotions. Your emotions are telling you what to say, and you also understand the English language, but you can't read. These are the dudes who's in the comments, these LeBron fans, who, because you had to be able to read. In our era, you had to know how to write cursive and read cursive. You had to know your times tables before you passed to the next grade. Like, this is who's talking to me about basketball. Bro, nah. This is why I can't take you seriously. And I know you don't understand it, but my grown men, whether you got a high school diploma or not, you had to have life skills as an adult male. If you was going to be considered an adult, if you was going to have a woman following you, you got to show and prove. Ain't no media management team telling this bitch that you able to do this and this and this and that. That's my take, and I'm sticking to it. You tell me what you feel in the comments. We'll take it from there. And remember, if you've got your money on these people not listening to us, trying to flip and bounce our ideas and turn them into something more profitable, then I gotta tell you, like LeBron in the finals, you lose again.